Today, over 81% of the state's practicing dentists and 25% of the practicing dental hygienists are alumni of the school. From these figures, it is clear that the School of Dentistry has had and continues to have a tremendous impact on the health of the citizens of West Virginia. In addition, your class has actively participated in our CHOMP program, where we have partnered with Monongalia, Harrison, and Taylor County school systems to bus children who either have never seen a dentist or do not have a family dentist to our clinics for dental care. The delivery of dental care today is challenging, and it's changing so rapidly, in part because of the introduction of new technologies into the market. It will be a challenge for our graduates to determine what is the best evidence-based technology for their particular practice. As a means of giving our students an appreciation of how to critically evaluate new technologies and to give them a special training opportunity, last month we had an educational specialist in laser dentistry come to our school, along with several of our faculty, to train this senior class, our postdoctoral seniors, and some of our faculty in laser dentistry best practices. There are only a few schools in the country who have taken this approach to laser dentistry training and education. Healthcare delivery is a hot topic in our country right now. Oral health is also receiving a lot of national attention. In April of 2011, a report entitled Advancing Oral Health in America was released by the Institute of Medicine. It emphasized the critical link between oral health and overall health. It called for a national oral health initiative that would emphasize the importance of integrating oral health with primary care, providing evidence-based preventive services, improving oral health literacy, and enhancing oral health delivery, particularly in underserved areas. At WVU's School of Dentistry, we have become involved in addressing these very same concerns. You, as our graduates, need to accept and embrace your responsibility to help solve some of the challenges of access to and delivery of oral health care in our state and in our society. I am sure through the many facets of your education here, you have come to recognize some of these challenges and are prepared and eager to proactively address them as you enter the oral health care workforce. We are very proud of our student research endeavors. We have had 10 dental and 4 dental hygiene students from these 2 classes who have been involved in research that resulted in national presentations. This day is for you, our 2011 graduates. We are here this morning to applaud your accomplishments as you've progressed through the curriculum at the West Virginia University School of Dentistry. Today is a day for celebration and reflection. How fast the 4 years have gone by since you enrolled in the School of Dentistry. This is the saying that Dr. Wenker told you I would say. After today, there will never be a time in which every single one of you will be together again, as you are right now. Stop and cherish this moment. You have, excuse me. You have progressed from the classroom into the laboratory, into the clinical setting, growing and developing your clinical and patient management skills, as well as building upon your knowledge base. I'm sure that all of you today sit here with a multitude of memories associated with the last 4 years. I hope that the most meaningful and lasting memories of West Virginia University School of Dentistry are good ones, in which you will develop a sense of appreciation of the professions you have chosen and the education that you have received here. As part of the senior dental student checkout, I have met with each of the senior dental students in the last couple of weeks. It was impressive that so many of you made the effort to honestly reflect on what you've appreciated as well as what you have found challenging during your last 4 years in dental school. You expressed your sense of appreciation for the good clinical education you have received. You relayed to me an appreciation for the time and efforts put into your education by various faculty and staff. Mrs. Funk met with the dental hygiene seniors. This is the first dental hygiene graduating class of the new curriculum. The students felt that these changes were very positive and crucial to their education. They enjoyed the small class size, thought the instructors were great and very helpful. Obviously, they learned a lot and were prepared for boards because not only did they pass their boards on the first try, they received extremely high scores. Both dental and dental hygiene students felt that the rural health rotation was an extremely important part of their education. It made them realize what skills they had developed during their time here at WVU. We appreciated all of the feedback. We will continue to work at creating a strong and positive learning environment for all of our students. Our faculty and staff have been and will continue to be committed to helping students develop into the most proficient dental and dental hygiene practitioners possible and promoting a high level of ethical and professional behavior. I hope that as the years go by, that you will realize how much we have truly cared for you. Will all of the faculty and staff of the WVU School of Dentistry please stand and be recognized? Thank you all for your efforts. The more you care and dedicate yourselves to our school, the better our school becomes. Graduating students, you are about to enter a new phase of your professional lives. Take what you have learned at the School of Dentistry as a foundation knowledge and skill base from which you must soar to the highest levels of professionalism and ethical behavior as you render high-quality treatment. Remember, you will always be identified as a graduate of West Virginia University. Be proud of this degree you will be granted today and make us continue to always be proud of you as our graduates. As I mentioned earlier, the Alumni Association of the School of Dentistry had its beginning with the graduation of the first dental class in 1961. Our dental and dental hygiene alumni have continuously played a major role in the school's development and recognition. They help sponsor many events for our students during their time here at WVU, including the senior banquet and providing the students with the graduation mugs that they received yesterday afternoon at the senior banquet, with each classmate's picture on them. We are especially pleased to have Dr. Dallas Nibert, current president of the West Virginia University School of Dentistry Alumni Association, with us this morning to bring greetings to this year's graduates and to deliver the commencement address. Dr. Nibert received a BS in Biological Science from Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia. He received his DDS from WVU School of Dentistry in 2007. He is currently practicing general dentistry with his partner, Dr. Greg Cruz, in Huntington. He served as president of his dental class, and in the 4 years since he has graduated, in addition to serving as president of the School of Dentistry Alumni Association, he is treasurer of the West Virginia Dental Association and past president of the Huntington Dental Society. He is also a member of the School of Dentistry Visiting Committee. He has served as a volunteer dentist for the Mission of Mercy programs and provides dental services in medical outreach clinics. He is recently married to Sarah Wagner. He will be inducted as a fellow into the American College of Dentists in October of this year. Dr. Nibert.
Good morning, everyone. Dean Veselecki, Chancellor Kalinda, faculty and staff, family and friends. On behalf of the WVU School of Dentistry Alumni Association, I would like to welcome all of you to our 2011 commencement ceremony. This year is special for another reason, as it marks the 50th anniversary of the very first graduating class, the class of 1961. What a wonderful day this is. I'm so thrilled that each and every one of you are here today to take part in this great celebration. I know that I am truly honored to be here today and to share in this very special moment with all of you. Although we are here today to celebrate the major accomplishments of our graduates, we know that they did not reach this point in their life without the love and support of many others. I would like to first thank the administration, the faculty, and the staff of the WVU School of Dentistry. These people work tirelessly towards their commitment to serve our state, our university, our students, and to the thousands of patients that our students will treat over the course of their careers. Let's all give them a round of applause. Our next thank you goes out to the families. You've brought our students into this world and you've guided them throughout. You've been there for them during this crazy roller coaster ride called dental and dental hygiene school. You are a major reason they are here today. You all deserve a round of applause as well. My final thank you goes out to the students. This year's dental and dental hygiene class has the distinction of being one of the most diverse classes in school history. This class hails from 12 different states and 4 different countries. You've all come together as a cohesive unit to tackle this tough curriculum. You've worked tirelessly taking hundreds of preclinical, didactic, clinical exams over the course of your careers, and you've sweated out over national boards and clinical licensure exams. Over the past several years leading up to this day, you've made numerous sacrifices and poured your heart into your soul, into your profession, and to your work to reach this goal. Today, we celebrate because you have made it. For that, I am very proud of each and every one of you. You all deserve a round of applause. Today not only marks a celebration, but it marks a new beginning. You've all chosen, in my opinion, the absolute best profession in the world. Every day you get to face new and exciting challenges. You get to work with people, and you get to make a difference in their lives. That is something that you can be proud of. You are also entering this profession at a very exciting time. Dentistry is not changing every year, but it is changing every second. With all the advances in CAD/CAM technology, implants, lasers, adhesives, sedation dentistry, and the research with tooth regeneration, it is truly an advancing profession in every way. This is an amazing time to be joining the dental and dental hygiene profession. Now that you're ready to move on to the next phase of your professional careers, there are a few pearls that I would like to pass on. First of all, remember that you're not just treating teeth and gums, but you are oral health care practitioners. Yes, you all have very specialized training in treating the oral cavity, but you need to remember that this is the gateway to the rest of the body. Every day, researchers are finding more and more associations between one's systemic health and their oral health. Today, we are treating the entire human body. Second, when you go back home, you'll have a new place in society. You will be looked upon as leaders of your community. You are now professionals. This is a very important responsibility and should be taken very seriously. You will be expected to carry high ethical standards everywhere you go in life. You will also be expected to serve your community outside of dentistry. This will take you far. Next, you need to remember that your education does not end today. Yes, you've all worked very hard, but you need to remain humble and eager to learn for a lifetime. We are facing an aging population that will continue to bring a new set of expectations. We are also facing a cosmetically conscious society that continues to make dentistry evolve. It is very important to not only attend abundance of continuing education, but it's also important to network with other practitioners and to share ideas. This approach will serve you well. My final piece of advice is very cliche, but nonetheless very true. I hope that none of you ever forget where you have come from. This is so important. Remember to always support our profession, as it will only go as far as we take it. Remember to always support our school, as you would not be here today if they had not afforded you this great opportunity. Finally, be there for your family, as they are one of the main reasons you are here today. Do not ever forget that. Today is a day of celebration, but more importantly, it marks the beginning of the next chapter in your life. You are getting ready to enter the real world, and you will be representing a profession that not only comes with a great amount of respect, but also a great amount of responsibility. You will be providing top quality oral health care to the people of West Virginia and beyond. I feel very confident in the ability of the people in this class and the type of education that you have received that you are more than ready for this challenge. I'm not one to quote famous people, but there's a quote that I think is very fitting for today. It comes from our 35th President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, and I quote, "And so, fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, but more importantly, ask what you can do for your country." Yes, you've all been given a lot in life, and you've all worked very hard, but it means nothing unless you give back to what truly got you here. You all reached a certain level of greatness today, but you need to go back into your communities and inspire others to be great as well. I want to thank all of you today. I love each and every one of you, and God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Nibert. I would now like to invite representatives of the dental and dental hygiene class to reflect on their years at the School of Dentistry. First, I want to introduce Dustin Reynolds, the president of the senior dental class of 2011. Dustin grew up in Appomattox, Virginia. His wife, Carrie, his mom, Nancy, and his brother, PG, along with his dad, Alvin, and stepmother, Beth, are here today with his extended family. Dustin went to Hamden Sydney College and received a bachelor's degree in physics, magna cum laude. While in dental school, he has represented his class at the regular class rep meetings with the School of Dentistry Administration, at Health Science Center committees, the Alumni Association Board of Governors, and he has attended the Executive Council meeting of the West Virginia Dental Association. Dustin will be entering the endodontic residency program here at WVU in July of this year. Please join me in welcoming Dustin Reynolds.
I first just want to say good morning. Good morning to the families, the friends, the faculty and staff, administration, alumni, and my fellow classmates, as well as our distinguished guests. Let me first say what an honor and a privilege it is to stand before you this morning. And class of 2011, I could not ask for a finer group of folks to represent. And it's truly been my pleasure to get to know each of you over the last 4 years. For those of you that know me, you realize that I have a tough time speaking in front of audiences, not because of some innate fear of public speaking, but because the word brief is not in my vocabulary. Upon looking at the order of exercises this morning, I quickly realized that I'm but one of the line items standing in front of the two graduating classes before me. So I will try to be, as Dr. Borgia once put it, keep it short, keep it sweet, and sit down. I first want to recognize the families and friends gathered here this morning, as well as those that could not be with us. In fact, this is your special day, as much as it is ours. You have mentored us, you have coached us, you have believed in us, you have provided us opportunities so that we are able to sit before you this morning as candidates for the degree of Doctor of Dental Surgery. Thank you for your never-ending support, as we could not have made it this far without you. I also want to thank the faculty, staff, alumni, and administration of the WVU School of Dentistry for providing an educational environment that has afforded us the opportunities necessary to develop into clinicians, scholars, and young professionals. I personally want to thank the admissions committee members, Dr. Galichiba, Dr. Martin, and Dr. Price. Thank you for taking a chance on a small-town farm boy from rural central Virginia. Had it not been for your efforts, I would not be here today. And also, thank you, Dr. Wanker. Had you not found me in the hallway and given me directions to my dental school interview that Saturday morning in February 4.5 years ago, I would probably still be wandering around the Health Sciences Center. And most importantly, I thank God. I thank God for the support of families and friends, the unique abilities, the skill sets, and the blessings that He has bestowed upon each and every one of us so that we are able to perform our duties as healthcare professionals in the service of mankind and to fulfill our dental school mission, which is to address the present and future oral health needs of the citizens of West Virginia and beyond. I also thank the servicemen and women who protect this great nation so that we may all continue to enjoy the freedoms that we are blessed with today. Now, I know that traditional commencement speeches are supposed to reflect on the past, speak about the present, and comment on the future. But like Dallas said, I think it's very important for us to remember our past and where we came from, but perhaps more important that we focus on the future and where we are headed. 3 years and 9 months ago, 51 students left their homes, except for Zach Mays, and embarked on a journey to Morgantown to begin our careers as dental students. And I call being a dental student a career because according to Dr. Wanker during our freshman orientation, we were to arrive at the #1 dental school in the world each morning at 6:30 a.m., and there was no way that we should leave before 10 p.m. each night. He advised us that we should get used to watching the Mountaineers on television because we would spend every weekend for the next 4 years in the library studying. All this, and not only would we not receive a paycheck, but we would in fact accumulate paramount amounts of student loan debt. Nevertheless, we made it, Coach. And as the class of 2011, we represent a very diverse group of individuals who come from various backgrounds and places. Some as far as Kuwait, South Korea, Canada, Mike, out west, the Great Lakes, and even Miami. As I mentioned Miami, I have to point out my friend Elizabeth Gonzalez. It took me 4 years to convince her that redheads really do have more fun. For those of you that don't know, she's engaged to one, so congratulations, Elizabeth. Over the years, we've lost a few and gained even a new classmate. And as we transitioned from the basic sciences to the clinical portion of our education, the distinct smell of formaldehyde on the 4th floor elevator gave way to broken appointments, cancellations in Axiom, and a line in front of Donna Alt's office asking for more Crown and Bridge patients. But as a class, we have completed 47,612 procedures on patients of record in the School of Dentistry. And who knows how many board x-rays, right, guys? But all this for a grand total of 437,557 WVUs, but who's counting, right? In reality, it's not about the numbers. Think about all the people whose lives we have touched along the way and who have benefited from our services. Think of how many people are out of pain. Think of how many people are proud to now show off their smiles. And all this we have accomplished during just 2 clinical years of education. Think of what the future holds. I stand before you today, my 47 colleagues, confident that we have the foundation necessary to build on so that we may face what the world has to offer in the years to come. Class of 2011, I am proud to be called one of your own. We were united as strangers, but have truly become a family. I might add that it's a dysfunctional family sometimes, but nonetheless, a family. We have witnessed together tears being shed, classmates being wed, babies being bred. We work hard together and we play hard together. As we move toward the future, it is my sincere hope that you will hold the profession of dentistry in the highest regard, that you will be compassionate and ethical in providing care to those in need, and that you will remain motivated to stay current in your knowledge and practice of dentistry, and that you will literally give hundreds of thousands of people something to smile about. My final words of wisdom to you come from the book of James, chapter 1, verse 19. Be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. My friends, I wish you all the very best in your health, your families, your careers. I celebrate with and congratulate you on all your accomplishments thus far, and wish you much success in the future. And again, to the friends, thank you for understanding when we couldn't always go out on a Friday night. And to the families, thank you for understanding when we couldn't always come home for the holidays. And to our spouses and significant others, Thanks for putting up with our many long nights in the library and many hours of preparation for tests and board exams. I hope the juice was worth the squeeze. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Dustin. Just in terms of those WVUs, he talked about the 400 whatever thousand, that's weighted value units in terms of the procedures they do. And we thought it was cute that weighted value units also was WVU. Now I would like to introduce the president of the Student American Dental Hygienist Association, Kate Dolan. Kate grew up in Foster, West Virginia, with her parents Connie and Nathaniel and her older sister Brandy. Kate first became interested in dentistry while enrolled in the 9th grade. They had a strong science program in her middle school. Her mom is a nurse, and she realized young that she wanted to go into healthcare too. She has always been interested in nice smiles and good oral hygiene. She's been a very good and energetic SADA president. SADA, which is the Student American Dental Hygiene Association, has organized children's health fairs, raised money for the Cancer and Multiple Sclerosis Societies, and been very active with Camp Nabi, which is a bereavement camp for kids who have lost their parents and or loved ones. This past spring, Kate went with the Global Medical and Dental Brigade to the Honduras, where they provided medical and dental care to over 650 people. Her future plans are to work in the private practice of dental hygiene in the Washington, D.C. area and then apply to dental school. Please join me in welcoming Kate Dolan.
Thank you, Dean Veselecki, for that wonderful introduction. And I have to say, it's hard to let go of these classmates of mine, so bear with me if I get emotional. Good morning, faculty, graduates, family, and friends. Today is the day. Today is the day we have been thinking about since we entered the School of Dentistry 4 years ago. Although at times we have really wanted to succumb to the pressure and stress of our curriculums, we have finally made it to today. Graduation day. First off, I'd like to start with a few well-deserved thank yous. I would like to acknowledge our amazing dental hygiene faculty who have put up with our class through thick and thin. Our professors were so good at showing all of us the passion and rewards of dental hygiene. They motivated us to press on until finally we made it to today. They are the perfect example of honest, hardworking professionals and have instilled those same core values into our entire class. I would like to take this time to acknowledge one professor in particular, Mrs. Carol Spear. She is a dental hygiene professor of ours who will be retiring this year. She is unbelievably passionate about her job, her coworkers, and most impressively, her students. Although tough at times, like we all know, she is an educator that I think we can look back on in the future and thank God that we had her teaching us. She has instilled the knowledge and the confidence we needed to face our patients for the first time in sophomore summer clinic 2 years ago, and has continued to express that same enthusiasm towards our education here at West Virginia University. I hate to see you go, Mrs. Spear. I know we're lucky and blessed to have you as our teacher. You're an amazing faculty, advisor, and friend. But I want to thank you for your time here at West Virginia University School of Dentistry. I know you will be missed. Secondly, to my family, to my mother, thank you for lighting the desire in my heart to help those around me and leading me into a healthcare field like Dean Veselecki said. You're a fantastic mother, nurse, and my best friend. To my dad, thank you for always being my coach and supporter throughout life. You have been the best mentor and always pointed me in the right direction in life. But during my years here at WVU, you led my heart to God, and for that I am eternally grateful, and I know He is too. Thank you to my sister Brandy for always being there for me, or shall I say, Miss Engineer. Although different in many aspects, she actually enjoys crunching numbers and doing math, something I will never appreciate. You were my shoulder to cry on and my #1 cheerleader. To my pilot, Jared, you always knew when to pull me away and to fly me away from the stress of college and putting up with my obsessive-compulsive self, which I believe is a quality my classmates and I can somewhat attribute to Mrs. Spear. Now to my dental hygiene classmates. Just to introduce family and friends to our dental hygiene class a little bit, we would probably be described as very rowdy, very talkative, and very giggly. And I'm sure our professors on many occasions wanted to wring our necks for the disruptions. But I really believe we are like this because we get along so well. But honestly, there are truly no words to express the bond that we have created over the past 4 years. We have experienced so much together and grown immensely. When preparing this speech, I couldn't help but think of all the wonderful times we have shared through the dental hygiene program. Conquering our patient lists, fulfilling the hygiene recalls that never seem to end, completing those ridiculous crossword puzzles in the Wilkins workbook, and hearing your oral research presentations over and over and over. Can you believe just 2.5 years ago, we were literally crying in the clinic and stressing out over a toothbrush exam? We have come so far. I must say our class was held together by 2 very special people. These 2 put up with 19 female classmates and 7 female instructors for 4 years. The 2 gentlemen in our class, Ravi and Devu, what can I say about you guys? You balanced us out and held us together and allowed us to not get too crazy all the time. I'd like to take the time for thanking you to putting up with us, and you guys are amazing classmates. But to the class of 2011, we are truly a class like no other. The hurdles we have leaped together, like boards and research projects, and the outside of class time we have spent together are priceless. I'm not going to lie. I hate the thought of not fixing that Thanksgiving dinner next year for you guys. In just a few short years, we have created traditions together that are irreplaceable. We have bonded, loved, and supported one another like brothers and sisters. I can honestly say that I am not graduating with 20 classmates, but I am graduating with my 20 best friends. Each and every one of you has touched my life in such a positive way, I cannot begin to express the love I have for each one of you. I am proud of all of you, and I know you're going to be fantastic hygienists because you are all fantastic individuals. To the entire class of 2011, I want to remind you to stay humble, stay positive, and to always remember your roots. Remind yourself daily that your patients come first. Try your best to make a difference in your community and give back when you can. Whether you plan to move out of state, out of country, remain in West Virginia, go straight into your career, or attend grad school, do not forget your times here at West Virginia University. This is where you made amazing memories with friends, worked hard, played hard, and matured into a wonderful professional. May God bless you and with a successful career and a beautiful life. And as always, it's a great day to be a Mountaineer. But right now, it's an even better day to be a Mountaineer graduate. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kate. Ms. Sarah Plata, class of 2012, will now sing My Home Among the Hills.
There's a land of rolling mountains.
We have left the first row in the auditorium vacant to accommodate photographers. So I would like to invite those who wish to take photographs to come to the front at any time. Among the highlights of today's convocation is the recognition of this year's candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Amy Funk, Interim Director of the Division of Dental Hygiene, Department of Periodontics. She will be assisted by Ms. Sue Ann Gatiss, Clinical Assistant Professor, and Ms. Carol Spear, Professor in the Division of Dental Hygiene, Department of Periodontics.
On behalf of the Division of Dental Hygiene, I would like to congratulate both graduating classes of 2011 and welcome their family and friends. Today, the Dental Hygiene class of 2011 will receive a dental hygiene pin signifying clinical competency. The circular design of this pin denotes perpetuity, and the lilac border is the official color of dentistry. Inscribed on the border are the words, West Virginia University Dental Hygiene. Located in the center of the pin is a caduceus upon which the initial D for dentistry is superimposed. Encompassing the entire pin is a laurel leaf, foliage once used to crown victors in the Olympic Games, but is now symbolic of scholastic honor. Two baccalaureate graduates are donning gold stoles, signifying their membership in Sigma Phi Alpha, the National Dental Hygiene Honor Society. Additionally, students have achieved academic honors are indicated by asterisks beside their name in your program, and these students can be identified by the blue and gold cords worn today. Assisting me with the pinning of dental hygiene graduates are Ms. Sue Ann Gatiss, Assistant Professor and Senior Clinic Supervisor, and Ms. Carol Spear, Professor and Junior Clinic Supervisor, both faculty in the Division of Dental Hygiene.
I am honored to announce the following names. Megan Renee Barton, Warfordsburg, Pennsylvania. Renee Cooper, Morgantown, West Virginia. Anna Noel Dickens, Beckley, West Virginia. Caitlin Hope Dolan, Foster, West Virginia. Sarah Marie Griffin, Bushwood, Maryland. Lauren Ann Gutta, Morgantown, West Virginia. Lee Ann Hobbs, Chester, West Virginia. Michelle Colette Jancy, Portersville, Pennsylvania. Mariah Dawn LaRue, Fellows,ville, West Virginia. Christy Joy Myers, Conway, Pennsylvania. Kaylin Dawn Mick, Fairmont, West Virginia. Ravi Daniel Parker, Eleanor, West Virginia. Devang K. Patel, Charleston, West Virginia. Valerie Perrine, Pickaway, West Virginia. Dina Nicole Riken from Raleigh, North Carolina. Kathleen Louise Raleigh from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Holly Elizabeth Sisler, Friendsville, Maryland. Lee Elena Sazoric from Erie, Pennsylvania. Amanda Holly Williams from Givens, West Virginia. Andrea Caitlin Wolf from Ripley, West Virginia. Jennifer Ashley Wolf from Kenna, West Virginia. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Kalenda, Mrs. Funk, Ms. Gatos, and Ms. Spear. And congratulations to the members of the dental hygiene class of 2011. Next on the program is the investiture of the candidates with the academic hood and the conferring of the degree of Doctor of Dental Surgery. The hood represents academic and professional achievement and is worn with pride and dignity. Please note, as the candidates are hooded, the border of the hood is trimmed in lilac, which is the identifying color for dentistry. The colors on the inside of the hood are gold and blue, signifying West Virginia University. The graduates inducted into Omicron Kappa Upsilon, the National Dental Honor Society, on Thursday evening of this week will be wearing the OKU academic stole that is part of the academic attire. The stole is in the colors of OKU, navy blue with gold embroidery trimmed in lilac for dentistry. Today's candidates for investiture will be presented by Dr. Robert Wanker, Assistant Dean for Student and Alumni Affairs and Professor, Department of Periodontics. He will be assisted by Dr. Sheila Price, Associate Dean for Admissions, Recruitment, and Access and Professor, Department of Diagnostic Sciences, and Dr. Jack Yorty, Interim Associate Dean for Clinical Education and Patient Care and Clinical Associate Professor of Restorative Dentistry.
Nasser Alawadi, Kuwait. Nasser will be hooded by Dr. Mo Galishibaf. Corey Anderson, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Corey will be hooded by Dr. Holly Mae Lindsley. Christopher Myers Banks, Inwood, West Virginia. Chris will be hooded by his father, Dr. Ken Banks. Rick Bartol, Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. Rick will be hooded by Dr. Era Chavez. Robert Berry, Parkersburg, West Virginia. Robert will be hooded by Dr. Jack Yorty. Kristen Raimondo Bueller, Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Kristen will be hooded by her uncle, Dr. Ed White, Jr. Jeremy Canizales, Baltimore, Maryland. Jeremy will be hooded by Dr. Mo Galishibaf. Gene C. Clem III, Rawlings, Maryland. Gene will be hooded by Dr. David Pudabar. Stephanie Lynn Conlon, Jamestown, New York. Stephanie will be hooded by Dr. Era Chavez. Ernest Lewis Costello II, Arlington Heights, Illinois. Ernie will be hooded by his father, Dr. John E. Costello. Tiffany Nicole Curry, Del Barton, West Virginia. Tiffany will be hooded by Dr. Jessica Holmes. J. Adam Dehart, Huntington, West Virginia. Jay will be hooded by Dr. Steve Lovell. Rochelle Diane Delegati, Parkersburg, West Virginia. Rochelle will be hooded by her uncle, Dr. Mark Delegati. Eric Eckert, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Eric will be hooded by Dr. Mo Galishiboff. Tiffany Lynn Ellifritz, Grafton, West Virginia. Tiffany will be hooded by her cousin, Dr. Adam Myers. Matthew Palmer Godfrey, Pocatello, Idaho. Matthew will be hooded by his father, Dr. Glenn William Godfrey. Elizabeth Gonzalez, Miami, Florida. Elizabeth will be hooded by her dental school big sister, Dr. Holly Mae Lindsley. Josh Grooms, West Portsmouth, Ohio. Josh will be hooded by Dr. Mike Metter. Kwang Ho Ha, South Korea. Kwang Ho will be hooded by Dr. Susan Morgan. Shane Allen Harprum, Bay City, Michigan. Shane will be hooded by Dr. Elliot Schulman. Jennifer Marie Haar, Mammoth, Pennsylvania. Jennifer will be hooded by Dr. Mo Galishiboff. Jonna Leanne Hatfield, Gilbert, West Virginia. Leanne will be hooded by Dr. Michael Metter. Gabriel Martin Holly, Ripley, West Virginia. Gabe will be hooded by Dr. Jeb Christie. Ashley Nicole Hudemak, Wheeling, West Virginia. Ashley will be hooded by Dr. Susan Morgan. Emma Christine Hunter, Fairmont, West Virginia. Emma will be hooded by Dr. Mo Galishiboff. David Lynn Johnson, Sandy, Utah. Dave will be hooded by his father, Dr. Lynn Spencer Johnson. Amy Nicole Keplinger, Petersburg, West Virginia. Amy will be hooded by Dr. Jack Yorty. Robert Edward Klein, Akron, Ohio. Rob will be hooded by Dr. Mo Galishibov. Elizabeth Ann Koenig, Millersburg, Ohio. Elizabeth will be hooded by Dr. Steve Lovell. Neha Kumar, Wheeling, West Virginia. Neha will be hooded by Dr. James Four. Zachary David Mace, Morgantown, West Virginia. Zach will be hooded by Dr. Mo Galishibov. Rick Martin, Charleston, West Virginia. Rick will be hooded by his wife, Dr. Kendra Martin. Susanna Joy Milam, Philippi, West Virginia. Anna will be hooded by her father, Dr. H. Darrell Milam. Sarah Catherine Moriarty, Martinsburg, West Virginia. Sarah will be hooded by Dr. Mo Galishibov. Colleen Marie O'Brien, Alderson, West Virginia. Colleen will be hooded by Dr. Byron Black. Michael Bruce Olson, Lethbridge, Ontario, Canada. Michael will be hooded by Dr. Frank Mastelers. Dean Caleb Paxton, Summersville, West Virginia. Dean will be hooded by Dr. Ed Scott. Michael L. Payne, Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. Michael will be hooded by Dr. David Pudabaugh. Lance Pittman, Ono, West Virginia. Lance will be hooded by Dr. James Four. Brian Stevens Podbesic, Charleston, West Virginia. Brian will be hooded by Dr. Steve Lovell. Dustin Shane Reynolds, Appomattox, Virginia. Dustin will be hooded by Dr. Tom Borgia. Louis Salida, Jordan. Louis will be hooded by Dr. David Pudabaugh. David Robert Schmidt, Wheeling, West Virginia. Dave will be hooded by Dr. Craig Wilcox. Christopher John Smart, Morgantown, West Virginia. Chris will be hooded by Dr. Brian Weaver. Aaron Matthew Knox Smith, Fairmont, West Virginia. Aaron will be hooded by Dr. Mike Metter. Ashley Diana Smith, Coal City, West Virginia. Ashley will be hooded by Dr. Steve Lovell. Matthew David Stump, Charleston, West Virginia. Matt will be hooded by his two uncles, Dr. Richard Howard and Dr. Ed Howard. Lindsay Ann Visnick, Benwood, West Virginia. Lindsay will be hooded by Dr. Steve Lovell. Let's give one more big round of applause to our new dental and dental hygiene graduates.
At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Christina DeBias, Associate Dean for Academic and Postdoctoral Affairs and Professor, Department of Periodontics, to come forward and recognize the recipients of the postdoctoral degrees and certificates.
My heartfelt congratulations to the dental and dental hygiene classes of 2011. Advanced education programs at the West Virginia University School of Dentistry are an integral part of the educational, patient care, service, and research components that support the mission of the school. The Department of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery offers 2 postgraduate programs and a 1-year graduate practice residency. The 2 postgraduate programs include the 4-year Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery residency and the 1-year internship. In addition, 4 programs leading to the Master of Science degrees are offered. Postgraduate training in endodontics consists of a 2-year program leading to a Master of Science degree and certificate in endodontics. Postgraduate training in orthodontics consists of a 3-year program leading to a Master of Science degree and certificate in orthodontics. Postgraduate training in prosthodontics also involves 3 years of study leading to a Master of Science degree and certificate in prosthodontics. The 2 individuals who have earned the degree of Master of Science in the specialty of prosthodontics are participating in the ceremony today. The recipients will be hooded by Dr. Mark Richards, Director of the Advanced Education Program in Prosthodontics. Dr. Chad M. Bustani from Charleston, West Virginia. Dr. Amanda McPherson Canizales from Newell, West Virginia. Certificates for each of the advanced education program graduates were conferred during separate ceremonies. The names of the candidates for the Master of Science degree and/or certificate are located in your program. Post-baccalaureate education in dental hygiene may be pursued on either a full or part-time basis and consists of additional 38 credit hours of study leading to the Master of Science degree in dental hygiene. Today, the degree of MS in dental hygiene will be conferred upon 4 individuals. The recipients will be hooded by Mrs. Amy Funk, Interim Director of the Division of Dental Hygiene. Ashley Brooke Charnoplosky from Princeton, West Virginia. Lindsay Nicole Gray from Morgantown, West Virginia. Stephanie F. Meredith from Wheeling, West Virginia. Sharon Lee Stemple Hinchman from Elkins, West Virginia. Please join me in congratulating the graduates of our advanced education programs.
Thank you, Dr. Tobias, and congratulations to the recipients of these degrees. I will now call upon Dr. Christopher Kalenda, Chancellor for Health Sciences, representing the President of West Virginia University, Dr. James P. Clemens, to confer the university degrees. Previously, Dr. Kalenda served as the Jean and Thomas McMullen Dean of the College of Medicine of Texas A&M Health Science Center and Vice President for Clinical Affairs. Dr. Kalenda is a specialist in psychiatry who has special training in preventive medicine and public health from Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health and Hygiene. He has held previous academic and administrative appointments at Michigan State University's College of Human Medicine, Wake Forest University School of Medicine, and Medical College of Virginia Commonwealth University. He has been serving as the Chancellor for Health Sciences here at WVU since November of 2009. He is well-versed in healthcare policy and is a leader in health promotion on a local and national level. Dr. Kalenda.
Thank you, Dean Veslecki. I thought I'd do about another hour. No. You know, Caitlin said it's always a good day to be a Mountaineer. I got to tell you, today's a great day to be a Mountaineer, right? So, will the candidates from the School of Dentistry please rise? All of you. All y'all. Your field has brought about the modernization of oral health care and has thus made an important contribution to the general human well-being. You take upon yourselves today as doctors of dental surgery, researchers, clinicians, and hygienists the responsibility of performing to the best of your abilities the great services of your honored professions. Dream big and never stop learning. Share your pride with West Virginia University wherever you go and act as outstanding ambassadors of the core values of what our Health Science Center stands for, transforming lives and eliminating health disparities. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. As West Virginia University's newest graduates, bachelors may move your tassels to the left side of your cap as a symbol of your achievement. Audience, please join me in congratulating our newest graduates from the School of Dentistry of West Virginia University. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kalenda. We now have the presentation of some prestigious awards that are not in the program because the recipients are not known until the final grades are calculated. As a means of honoring excellence and academic achievement, the faculty of the School of Dentistry presents certificates of honor to the dental graduates earning the top 3 grade point averages during their studies at the School of Dentistry, as well as certificates of honor for the 3 dental hygiene graduates earning the highest grade point averages. The certificate of honor for the dental graduate earning the 3rd highest grade point average goes to Dr. Lance Mendel Pittman. The certificate of honor for the dental graduate earning the 2nd highest grade point average goes to Dr. Matthew Palmer Godfrey. The certificate honor for the dental graduate earning the highest grade point average goes to Dr. Michael Bruce Olson. The Certificate of Honor for the Dental Hygiene graduate earning the third highest grade point average is awarded to Ms. Sarah M. Griffin. The Certificate of Honor for the Dental Hygiene graduate earning the second highest grade point average is awarded to Ms. Kate H. Dolan. The Certificate of Honor for the Dental Hygiene graduate earning the highest grade point average is awarded to Ms. Jennifer A. Wolf. I do want to call back the two class presidents. They have faculty awards to give at this time, Dustin and Kate.
All right. Thank you for welcoming me back to the podium, Dean Veselecki. I actually have two things to say before I move on with the awards. The first, in front of family and friends, I'd like to tell you that I'm going to be a father in October. Thank you very much. So Carrie and I are very excited, and their families are sitting in the center, so if you get a chance to congratulate them, they're going to be grandparents. The second important thing for me to do is to announce the Faculty of the Year Award, which is a very prestigious honor bestowed upon the faculty that the class elects, and it's my privilege to tell you this morning that it was a tie. And there is no way that I could distinguish between these two individuals, so we're going to give them both an award. Dr. Puderball, will you come up here? As Dr. Puderball departs the stage, he's probably one of the more veteran faculty members here at WVU, and it's my distinct privilege to announce the second recipient is Dr. Tom Borgia. Dr. Borgia is probably the most rookie faculty member here.
It is now time to give the award to our professor who we would like to honor. I already spoke about her a lot in my speech earlier. Would Mrs. Spear please come up?
Thank you all, and congratulations to our honored faculty. Dr. Nibert will now give the charge to the class of 2011.
On behalf of the graduates of this university who have preceded you, I extend each member of the class of 2011 congratulations and best wishes. From this day forward, your names are forever linked with West Virginia University. Excuse me. The quality of a university is known by the reputation of its graduates. When employers see that your education has prepared you to excel in the workplace, that will enhance WVU's reputation and the value of your own degree. You will be this institution's best ambassadors. With that in mind, I offer this charge to you, the class of 2011. Work hard, take risks, and don't fear making mistakes. Put your education to work improving our society. Develop a global perspective and apply your efforts to creating a more peaceful and more just world. Honor the sacrifices of those who come before you and do all you can to help those who will follow. Above all, never stop learning. Read, explore, travel, and expand your circle of friends. As you build new friendships, take care to nurture those of you that have made friendships at WVU. Maintain your connection with West Virginia University. Show your Mountaineer pride, not just on game days, but in every place and everywhere you go. Return to this campus when you want to visit some of your old favorite professors and relive precious memories. As you leave today, consider the words of esteemed former WVU faculty member Maurice Brooks. He wrote, "Thus it is with those nurtured in Appalachia. They leave, but they look back, remembering pleasant things. The land has claimed them, and its ties will never be severed. At West Virginia University, you will always have a home among the hills." Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nibert. I now ask you all to stand, remain at your places, and join with Ms. Sarah Plata in singing the Alma Mater. Please be seated. As you might imagine, graduation is one of the biggest and most significant events in the life of a university. It is fitting that we recognize the faculty, staff, and students who have planned the events this weekend. In the School of Dentistry, I would like to recognize Dr. Robert Wanker, Ms. Marilyn Polly, Donna Alt, Kathy Boyce, Sarah Hirschler, Martha Sturms, and our student ushers, Caitlin Stover, Sarah Poblowski, Travis Tomlin, and Jennifer Mitchell, who have served on our convocation committee. Let's also recognize our musicians, the trumpeter, Jordan Winkler, the organist, Marguerite Bastonia, and our vocalist, Sarah Plata, who make the day even more special. Thank you also to our interpreters this morning. We would like to add a special appreciation to Norma Tennant and Pat Smith for their work this weekend on every Health Science Center graduation ceremony. In addition, the members of the staff of the Office of University Affairs are to be commended for their work on all graduation ceremonies for WVU this weekend. At this time, class of 2011, embrace life, armed with the education you have received here at West Virginia University. To paraphrase a quote by Mr. Tom Brokaw, you are educated. Your certificate is in your degree, and for our professions, it is in your license to practice dentistry or dental hygiene. You may think of this as the ticket to the good life, yet I challenge you today to think of it as your ticket to change the world. Graduates, enjoy the journey ahead of you. May the sun light your way. May love surround you. May the light that is within you guide you always. We ask that the members of the audience remain seated in their places until the graduates and the stage party have exited the auditorium. Following the recessional, everyone is invited to join us for a reception on the first floor of this event center. The ushers will guide you there. Thank you all for joining us on this very special occasion. Again, congratulations, class of 2011!